One of the questions you should expect in an interview is, why do you want to work with us? And there are many versions to these questions. For example, someone can ask you, why are you interested in this job? Why do you want to work here? Why would you like to join our organization or company? And even, what is the reason you want this job? So you can see there are many versions, but all of them, they end up in one place, which is, why do you want to work with us? So today I have 3 tips for you on how to approach this very important interview question. So one way to answer why do you want to work with us is you can be able to demonstrate how your skill set, either from your current job or previous positions, how does it match with whatever the employer is looking for. So for example, you can say, thank you very much for that question. The reason I want to work with you is because you say that you're looking for a HR manager with experience in labor laws, experience in training, experience in coming up with policies and procedures, and even someone who's been able to deal with unions. And in my last 5 years of experience, I've done A, B, C, D. So you mentioned the things that you've done which relate to the job advert. So you see, that way you're able to show that there's a clear match between your current or past experience and what the interviewer is looking for. Another way is to be able even to connect with the reason why you want to leave. For example, you can tell them, the reason why I want to work with you is because for the last 7 years, I've been working in this position and somehow I feel that I've been able to I've stagnated. And looking at your job description, I've been able to perform 90% of the responsibilities that you've outlined there. However, there are 1 or 2 areas which, even though I'm experienced, I feel they pose a challenge, especially at the beginning, and that makes them very attractive. So what you're telling them is, that you already qualified, 90% of the job you're qualified, but there are 1 or 2 interesting aspects of the job, and those are the reasons why you're looking to move. So here you could mention maybe it's a software or a program you've never used or you have minimal experience with, and that when you get a job, you'll be able to perfect those skills. However, it's not as that answer is not as strong as number 1, because remember, whether it's employers or anyone out there, people always like to receive. So they wouldn't really regard that answer highly as where they feel that it's you bringing the skills on board. And lastly, another approach you can take is, you mentioned something about the organization. The reason why we ask you to look at the mission and the vision is because there are 1 or 2 interesting aspects that you can pick about the organization. And if it's really attractive to you, you can mention that during the interview. For example, think about this NGO, non-governmental organization, that is championing, let's say, the girl child or the boy child issues, and that's something that has always been at your heart. So you can say, well, I've been working in the commercial sector, and looking at what you are doing as an organization, the impact you're having at the community, that is really something attractive to me, because even for me to be where I am, to be a graduate, is because I was taken care by an NGO, and I now want to give back to the community, and I feel working with you will give you that opportunity. If you look at the mission and you see that this company believes in innovation, they believe in doing things different, you can say that. So you can say, thank you for that question. I was looking at your website and I saw that you're a company that believes in innovation, and for me, in the last 3-4 years, I've done A, B, C, D. In my current organization, I was able to bring these on board, and I believe now if I come to your organization, I'll be in an environment where my skills will be fully utilized. So because you also believe in being innovative, and you even have something to showcase in the past where you've been able to be innovative. So those are the 3 approaches. So number 1 is you can tie your skills to what they are looking for. Basically you are showing how qualified you are. Number 2, you can tell them, you can connect it with the reason why you want to leave your current role. So mention that the opportunity looks to be more challenging. You're looking to learn 1 or 2 things. And number 3, mention about the organization, something about them, whether it's their values, whether it's who they are, those kind of things. You can't go wrong with those kind of things. As I conclude, the most important thing is you being able to emphasize the value that you're bringing on board. So whether you're talking about the value, whether you're talking about something to do with the organization, or you're talking about your skill set, always be able at the end of the day to demonstrate the value and the benefit that you're bringing to the organization. Because remember, that's the whole essence of the interview. Someone is asking, Perminus, what are you bringing to the table? And so when you're asked, why do you want to work with us? The key thing is, even if you have your own reason, you should be able 90%, the approach you use, 90% of it should be you demonstrating the value that you're bringing to the organization. So thank you very much for watching this video. And for more tips on interviews, how to pass job interviews, conquer interviews, do subscribe, and I'll keep you posted whenever we have a new video.